Why, hello there. Welcome to the stream. I am Chow Chow. And today we are playing Final Fantasy 14 again. We're almost done with the... there's only 2 more parts of the A Realm Reborn MSQ. I don't know how long they're going to take. I think last time we ended up freeing our friends from prison. And then we ended up pretty much doing the... ended up not killing... I think he's still alive, but we ended up defeating the Empire and kicking them out of Eorzea, or the 14th Legion, or whatever. So we ended up defeating Gaius, and we ended up saving Thancred as well from being possessed by La Habrea. So I don't really remember very much of what happens next in the MSQ. So all this is going to be almost blind. Maybe I'll remember some of it. But, it's been a long time since I've done these parts of the MSQ, so let us start part 5. Alright, so where does it want us to go? The price of principles. Is there a way to know where that is? Okay, it's at the Waking Sands. Okay. I don't know who is that. Some random number was calling me. Let's go to Horizon. There we go. I've been having fun these last few weeks. We're at 49 subs, which is awesome. And then Deeth has been helping me out with giving me like suggestions on what to do to help me. Because I didn't even know that being inactive for a week has really been screwing me over. But, yeah. So probably on, I'll probably end up making all the shorts for 2 weeks. I want to try and make enough for 2 weeks. And then after that, I'll do that today maybe. And then, I'm gonna end up, on Saturday maybe, or maybe even today, probably recording more of, Dishonored. And just get them all uploaded, just for every Friday, that way I don't have to worry about it for a while, and then I can focus mainly on streaming, and then when it's getting close to being done, I'll probably record something else. I just want to record like short games that won't last too long. I prefer to stream the really long ones, like if I were to play like Oblivion, or like Skyrim, or a Fallout game, I'd prefer just to stream that, because I like playing those games for long periods of time, and I'd get frustrated if I had it, you know, I couldn't play it as much as I wanted to. So. But yeah, I hope people like the Dishonored playthrough. I have a really hard time sneaking around, so I'm probably not gonna be that good at it. I tried to do like the first level with low chaos, and then unfortunately I got caught so many times I had to do high chaos. Alright, let's talk to Minfilia. Give me a moment. Cow Cow, it pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Cow Cow. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Totru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius Belsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, you are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Totru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interest of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this is to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Yeah, I mean, if Raid Shadow Legends wants you to be like, oh, welcome, I'm Infilia, and I'm the leader of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends? Okay, our Baldison colleges have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I oppose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Ugh, I'm gonna go this way. Alright, let's talk to everybody. Fortune begets power, and power, fortune that we, and especially you, had power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated if only the Scions would commit the strength to the cause. Yet there is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Chow. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. Okay. We call you our meeting with the Admiral shortly after Lila Minson sent word of the summoning of Titan. Then maybe you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Menability that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and the beastmen had justly responded that we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke in short and truth. And wherefore did I speak? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Limsons to distort the facts, to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon the subject, Menphilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Okay. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papelmo keeps making me send them back. It would be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? Okay. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same places as our headquarters, mind you. If we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ulda now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy our bribes. Okay. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous and well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand whilst the other resenteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitions, machinations, nay, not while the best tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt that they shall return, stranger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few and our fortunes so finite. Alright, let's talk to Alpha Node. Oh yeah, doesn't Alpha Node make like his own free company or whatever, or grand company? I think that's something that happens in the story. The situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Maybe it is time I made my feelings known to the attendant. Come along, Chow. Alpha Node, Chow, is aught amiss? You desired consul, and so you shall have it, Minfilia. The signs of the seventh dawn must leave Ulda. We must do what? So long as we remain within Uldan territory, we'll never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an Aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ulda is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place with which all agree to be beyond their borders. More donuts. Revenant soil, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory, and often all the essential facilities required by way of an additional benefit. It is also frequently be veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am of course conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ulda and her people over the years. But I truly believe this is to be the best course of action. As you're self-observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community forged through years of concentrated effort. Ulda is our home, Alphana, to cast aside everything we have built and start anew in the desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Alright, we'll continue reading this. The decision is yours to make. The incident. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the signs of the seventh dawn, and which moved you to found the path of the 12 year that. I don't really have a problem with like the cute like little girl aesthetic, although my character isn't technically a lolly. Or technically a short stack. I'm more of a fan of short stacks, to be honest. But, yeah, I know with the Lalafels it's probably hard to, like, actually, know the difference, due to with how they look. But the reason I like to play the Lalafel is just because I think they're cute looking. Just want to pet them. We are as much your family as that will be all, Alpha Node. I'm sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Yeah, I don't like when they're getting harassed. Like, you know, it really gets me upset when people harass, like, Gargura or whatever on Twitter. Or whatever. I remember that happened recently, and that kind of made me upset. So, I think Gargura was the first VTuber I ever watched, Leo, because I remember I saw a video. It was like I guess it was somebody reporting on someone, this lady that has a problem with her, or whatever. And then it's like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna watch Gargura if everybody has a problem with her, so. But yeah, I don't really have a problem with people that like lollies, honestly. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's not my thing too much. I mean, I like like animes like Spy Family just because I think Anya is a really adorable character, though. But I honestly don't really watch too much anime. I'm more of a Romer-boo type person. But kind of like that kind of stuff more. I do watch some animes, though. Like, I just got into Berserk, and I'm trying to watch the 80s version of it. But, yeah. I'm sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the order, after all. Oh, there we go. But speaking of that one person, that one lady that was harassing the Goomba or whatever, I remember seeing recently that there was like, I think she did something weird. So like basically like she's attacking Goomba or whatever, right? And then like apparently it came out, it was like a long time ago or whatever, but she was at an event. And then she had like some maybe like 14 or 15-year-old boy on her thing or whatever. And then like basically she was like kind of flirting with this 15-year-old boy, and it's like she has like, and then like, you know, she's attacking Goomba or whatever, where she's actually doing something that is questionable. Yeah, I heard the manga's better. Honestly, like, I don't really like to read that much, but I would probably want to read the Berserk manga. But yeah. Alright, let's talk to Leave Ulda has truly come to this. Oh Chow, pray attend to Alphanon. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way, Alphanode. Waits upon you, and I have much to think about that. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Alrighty. Let's leave here. Alright, where's Alpha Node? But yeah, right now we've been playing Final Fantasy 14, and then I'm trying to play like Power World early in the morning on Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, and Thursday morning. But yeah, this is what we're doing on the channel right now. So, been having fun doing that. Alright. Confound it, she knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Whoever that is was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention certain Sharlayan minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. No, I mean, I watched the... See, like, I watched one Berserk. I think it was, like, the newer one. I didn't know which one was the original one, so I picked the wrong one by accident. So I watched the entirety of that, but I'm trying to watch the 80s one right now. I think I might be, like, on episode 4 or 5 or 6. I remember the last episode I was on, they were like, they went into like this thing, and there's like this Nosferatu guy or whatever. He's like some kind of demon. And that's where I am on the older version. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Minfilia's absence stretched for months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again began to circulate that Philemon is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Ilud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for La Nacia at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire where Master Guguju as to the veracity of these rumors. Yeah, cause I know I finished the newer version, and it seemed like the series ended after like the bad shit happened. I'm hoping with the 80s one it goes more into it with the end times type shit. With Griffith or whatever. But yeah. Alright, we gotta go to Costa del Sol. There we go. All right. Yeah, I ended up making my first short yesterday. It took me so long to figure it out because I was like, oh, like I just do it from the computer. You have to like do it from the phone apparently, and it took me forever to figure out. And then I just wanted to figure out how to upload it though. I think my first short I didn't do the right. It doesn't capture the actual like most of the game, which is a bit unfortunate. But I'm gonna try and figure it out later today, how to make it actually show stuff. So, alright, where's the person we gotta talk to? Yeah, I know with the end, on the other one, he kinda becomes a weird, you know? Which is a shame, because I like him in the beginning, but he is kind of a psychopath, so. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's bane, I mean, Chow, what brings you to my humble resort? A Fullerman, you mean to tell me the goodness made flesh who dwelt amongst us until so very recently was the songstress of Wulda? In God's woman, if I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh man, this dude. Oh, for shame. To think that she now piles her trade for the riffraff to the west or wherever she said she was going. It is a tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Gurgachu. Your information will serve us well. They said there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. Okay, well, let's go to Wineport. Man, this hat looks... I didn't think about it. This hat looks like those one hats that people were wearing a lot before. I forget what they're called. I think they're like pussy hats or something. I would just need to like dye it pink or whatever to have it be look like that. I didn't realize that until now. Okay, let's go to Wineport. Alright. Alright, well, if it isn't Chow, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching the description. She was a delight to behold, to give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tasting, you understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Is that girl I smell? She's so short she has to jump to climb stairs. Yeah, like one of the other things I like the Lalafels in this game is they're clearly the meme race. So like you can like do stuff, weird stuff with their emotes and stuff. Let me see. Like you can go behind someone right here, right? So like we'll go behind this guy, and we have the high five emote, right? But it makes like a clap sound. So watch this. Just smack his butt. Sometimes I like to harass people doing that. But, what else? There's, like, this other thing you can do with the emotes. Let me find it. I think it's Play Dead. Let me see. Where's Play Dead? Yeah. Oh yeah, I haven't played Borderlands in a while. Alright, let's add this to hotbar so I can show you it. But like basically, like you can spam this emote, play dead. I think this emote, unfortunately, you have to get it from the store, but check this out. Like, one of the things I like to do is do this. And just like spam it, right? And you're just like spinning around. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. But yeah, Lalafels are pretty much the meme race. The other reason I like to play them is just I like their voice packs. I think the cat girls have a similar voice to this. But let's go to emotes again. I like the way their voice is, so check this out. Got the cheer one that's pretty cute, and then there's this one I like as well. Oh, that's funny. And then there's the laugh emote as well. But there we go. Yeah, I really like playing the Lalafels. They're pretty cute. I also like playing them because people just like approach you more often. Yeah, because whenever I play like MMOs and stuff, I'm usually a little bit nervous to talk to people. So if I play a Lalafell, they'll just talk to me, and that makes it easier. Ideal female Odie. I don't think I've played the prequel for Borderlands. The only ones I've played were Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2. I recently bought Tiny Tina's Wonderland. The ideal female body. Trying to think of who has the ideal female body. You mean my character? I mean, I do like short girls. Although I'd probably prefer I'd have to like buy my character a pair of like fake tits or whatever, I guess, just so it isn't weird. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I always like the short stack characters, like dwarfs and like goblins and stuff, and like gnome girls. And then I tend to like the other fantasy race I really like is the what do you call it, or like elves, typically. I don't have a problem with the flat chest people. Like, see, I don't really care too much about the boob size. I care more about how big your butt is, honestly. I'm more on Team Booty. I think the appeal to, like, women that have, like, who are flat as a board is that I don't really think it's very common, right? I feel like most women would have like a B cup or a C cup, right? But yeah. Alright. I see you've had many grand adventures. Since last we spoke, child, you must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago. One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent. You see, if you make haste, you may yet find her there. There we go. Let's get on our doggo again. But I remember someone was asking me before on stream if I had to pick like a, I forget, like C cup or D cup. It was kind of hard for me to pick because it's like, well, I don't really care what size their boobs are. So. I mean, I do kind of like women that are also a bit petite as well, so. Yeah. Alright. Let's kill this guy. Where's the correct one? There we go. Come on, target the right guy. There we go. Wham! Alright. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gabadoo's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I... Philium? I don't. Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Considered me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Ulda, I presume, Minfilia, or should I say, Asilia, is looking for you. Asilia? You are the very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is why. Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I am fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of La Nicia aside, when exactly will that time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does not satisfy your curiosity, or do you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruptions. Anyways, now that we all have that which we came for might, we continue this conversation in a safer locale. Wineport, say. All right. Let us go back to Wineport. Alrighty. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin. Oh, why does the dog have fly hacks? So once you complete the MSQ to the point where you do the main scenario dungeons, which is like which is what we did yesterday. where you fight Gaius. After you do that, you unlock flying in the A Realm Reborn areas. But the thing is all the mounts in the game are a flying mount, technically. So you can, like, fly on any mount, really. Which is weird. So I have, like, I'll have to show you another mount I have. Actually, two. I have, like, a gorilla mount and a car mount, and those will fly as well. So, but yeah. Alright. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Alright. All things in time. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Oh, wow, we just teleport here? Alright, well, let me leave, and then I can show you those two mounts real quick. You're gonna probably really like the gorilla one, but I ended up just getting this new mount because there's an event. You have to be, like, level 50 to do it, though. But I don't know how long it's going to be there. The event's only there every 2 years, I think. They end up redoing it. Let me find out where my mounts are. So, where's the gorilla? Where's Harambe? Alright. Do that. And then where's the other one? I think it's here. It's at the hotbar. There we go. So I have Harambe as a mount, basically. And when you're a Lalafell, the great thing about playing a Lalafell is the whole Mimi stuff. So look at how the gorilla carries us. We look like that little kid in the zoo that Harambe was trying to help. But yeah, even Harambe has the ability to fly. It's a flying gorilla. And then I'll show off my other favorite mount, which is the car. Oh yeah, I heard about that. The thing is, honestly, when it comes to makeup, I kind of find it when women put, like, on too much lipstick or, like, too much makeup, it actually makes them look less attractive. Yeah, basically, Harambe got isekai'd into Final Fantasy 14. That's what I would like to believe. That's my headcanon. But, yeah, this is the car mount I have. And it's really great. So, like, you know, the character's so small, right? They have to stand on the seat. I don't know how they're making it move. But yeah, we have a car. And the cool thing about this mount is, like, you know, you have all the 3 other seats, right? So the mount actually fits 4 people on it. So, like, you can have your friends sit in the front and then 2 in the back. And then you can, like, you know, fly around. But yeah, like, it flies around just like the DeLorean in Back to the Future, so. But yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend trying out Final Fantasy 14. The free trial, it's free. I think, I believe you can play the free. I don't know if it matters if you get the free trial on Steam or if you get it on, or if you play it on off the site where you download it. But I'm pretty sure, I know for sure if you download it off their site, you can play the game, the free trial, for free with no cost up to level 70. So you can play all this up to all the Stormblood content for free. So you have a bunch of time to figure out if you like the game or not, which is nice. And they're coming out with a new expansion, I believe, in the summer. I think they're gonna do, I forgot what it was. My friend was telling me that they're gonna announce when the expansion was gonna release. All I know is that it's in the summer, which is why we're doing the MSQ. That way we have it on the channel. That way if people want to know what the story's about. up to the Stormblood part. Although I recommend not spoiling the entire story though. But yeah, it's a really good MMO. Honestly, I think it's probably the best MMO out at the moment. My favorite MMOs to play are like Final Fantasy 14, ESO, but I don't play ESO as much because of the loot boxes, because I have a problem with that. I like Black Desert Online. I like old school RuneScape, and then I play World of Warcraft every now and then. But I think the developers are kind of weird, which stops me from playing it as much. So, all right, Ascendant, you have a guest. Laminin? Asilia. I haven't seen her like this in years, Chow. Oh yeah, Harambe versus Cloud. Well, Cloud doesn't have a firearm, so I think Harambe's good. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it as you did, achieving things I would have not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Asilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Celestia perfume, you remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If ever I lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Chow. However, I could not have made it without her. Thank you, Chow. Thank you both. There's something else. This is Cat's Eye. I found all these years. You kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Limian who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp the implications. And it is clear that it is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It was much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lahaman as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Celia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped for. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Celia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ulda. Lahan. You built it once, Cecilia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphina, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vespers Bay. We should establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toil, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions, and send word to the students of Baldician. Preparations begin at once. Alright, all things in time. There we go. Minfilia would share with you the latest news on the Scion's imminent relocation. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toil, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original camp, Revenant's Toil, would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge in it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, Ascendant. Really, Alphina, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toil. It is an honor, Intendant. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphinaud, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my association at Revenant's Toils hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it pleases you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Chow, are you not? Maybe I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Slathborn spoke of you. It is the most glowing term to steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate the Garlean castrum. It is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toil. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Chow. Mayhap I shall dispatch you to Revenant's toil with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Oh no, my character's reading. Well, it looks like they are. I don't think my character even knows how to read. It's too dumb. Chow, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the solar. Alpha Node has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. Yeah, well, like, the whole, so, like, with my character, Chow Chow, basically, like, I kind of, like, I don't really, because, like, I ended up playing her in, like, a TTRPG before, and I kind of, like, developed the character more, and, like, I kind of, like, imagined them to be, like, the equivalent of, like, space gnomes, or whatever. So they're, like, So, like, basically, but, like, imagine, like, a species, you know how, like, orcs in Warhammer 40k, they're, like, really dumb, but, like, if enough of them, like, if there's, like, 100 orcs, and they believe that painting a car red, it makes it go faster, it will just go faster because the orcs believe it does. Imagine, like, these little cute space gnomes, but, like, orcs on steroids, with that same ability, where, they're even dumber than the orcs in Warhammer 40k. Like, they, like, this, like, really, like, probably the smartest, they would be, like, Anya from Spy Family, maybe, at most. And probably most of them would be about as intelligent as the Reeklings and the Elder Scrolls. You know, that'd probably be how most of them are. But, like, the really smart ones would be, like, about as smart as Anya from Spy Family. But, like, imagine it just takes one of them to, like, believe something for it to be true. So, like, imagine, like, you know, one goes out into space, but they don't know that they can't, like, they think they would be able to breathe in space, right? Because they don't really understand, like, what oxygen is and stuff. It's like, oh, I can breathe anywhere, right? So, like, they wouldn't need a spacesuit, technically. That's kind of like how I picture her species. I actually like took a lot of. If you ever read the Time Machine books, there's a really old book, and I believe what the I believe the they're called the LOI or whatever in the Time Machine book. But I kind of based their species would be kind of like that, because like I also kind of imagined there's like another species that they're really afraid of, and I always pictured them to look like Furbies, but they would probably like harvest the little space gnomes. But every once in a while, a space gnome can escape their planet every now and then if they're smart enough. So. I guess so, right? I haven't watched Baki. But yeah. I guess so. Because I always kind of imagine them to be kind of like the orcs in Warhammer, I guess. Because, you know, it's just like they think it happens and so it does. It's like, you know, like if you have like a small child and you like, they cover their eyes. In the child's mind, they think you're not there, right? Because they can't see you type of thing. It's that type of concept. But yeah, if you want to picture like how oh yeah, so yeah, basically like that. It'd be exactly like that. But yeah, if like you want to imagine like the mannerisms of my character basically, like the really stupid ones would be like the Reeklings from like your average little space gnome or cow would be like the Reeklings and the Elder Scrolls, or like the goblins in the Elder Scrolls. And then like the really smart ones would be able to talk and stuff, and you know, that'd be more like the really smart ones would be about as intelligent as Anya. But yeah, I always kind of picture them to be like proficient in like psionics and stuff as well, like have like kind of psychic abilities. So that's just kind of the lore behind the character I have. I should probably write it down at some point and put it somewhere if people are interested. Alright, you're here. Good, I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And? I'll answer that in a moment. Let me read this. Our friend at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toil. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home and more donuts, the Raising Stones. And bittersweet victory, and truth be told, I cannot deny that I have come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to rising stones, passively poetic, that wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share in expectation of the momentous day. I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Haban included. Moreover, I have decided the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our orders, veil on secrecy, and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, Ascendant? If anything is a mere formality, our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity and proclaim our achievement, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. While obvious risks apart, would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one and once to all. And what of us, we who have felled primals and faced down the Empire, to you, my fellow scions, I would say this: prepare for the challenge which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them as we have time, and again united as one. Must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Philemon to teach me about the basics of mining too. Alright, so yeah, in our response, if they believe themselves the smartest, would everyone else be dumber? I don't think so, because you gotta remember the reason why, so like the drawback to them having, so kind of like their Achilles heel would be that they're really dumb, right? So they just wouldn't understand the concept of certain things, right? So like, for example, they wouldn't understand what death is, right? So like, because they don't understand what death is, they could probably just keep on fighting. And like, you can hurt them, but they don't know what death is. Like, they don't know they can, like, what death is, or that you can get killed by something. So like, you'd have a really hard time killing them. However, with one that's like smart enough, if they were to understand what death is, then you could kill them, although they probably wouldn't understand the concept of dying of old age, right? So that's kind of like their Achilles heel. It's just, there's just some things they're too dumb enough to understand, to where there's like not really a danger of them messing with things, right? Like, they don't really know, they're not smart enough to count, right? So like, they wouldn't be really able to mess with how math works, right? But like, one thing that would cause them to be dangerous, so like, imagine, let's just say like a group of people wanted to like yeah, you could do that. Like, they could be like oh, like, if you were to convince them that that a student loan costs like $1, if one of them thought that you could do that, but you, like, again, they don't really know how to count, but you could like say, oh, this type of, if you could show them that what $1 looks like, and in order to get a student loan, you need to give someone that. In theory, yes. Also, in theory, if you were to if you were able to explain to them the concept of what a god is, and then like told them you were something like a god, and they believed you, you would basically ascend to godhood because of it. That's kind of what I did with so the other person I played that TTRPG, where I was playing as my little character, my little space gnome character. He played a character called Greg Reynolds. I would need to find a picture of it. Maybe at some point I'll put in like the community update things, what like I kind of pictured him to look like. But I ended up when I played Baldur's Gate. I made like my guardian. I just role played it that it was Greg Reynolds. So like my kind of like my headcanon is for whenever I play my character, Chow Chow, like they go to every planet, or like every game I make them in. They go to that planet and they're just looking for their friend, Greg Reynolds, because they think Greg Reynolds is some kind of god. But they're just trying to look for him, basically, the entire time. And then they figure out that he's not there, and then they just go to the next place, right? But, yeah. But yeah, the character my friend, played, he was my friend Preston's, brother. The character he made, Greg Reynolds, was really awesome. But yeah, it'd be really cool if man, my friend Preston was like one of the greatest DMs I ever had. Honestly, I think he is the greatest DM I ever had. I really hope I can get in contact with him soon. He's just been really busy, sadly. Alright, do you ever wonder how he does it, Alphanode? I mean, it was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organization. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have to ask a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slathborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Chow. In theory it would, although I don't know. Cause if they thought that, then maybe. But like, you'd have to explain to them again, what a government cam is, and you have to remember, most of them are really dumb. So like, you know, imagine like explaining to, if you went back to let's just say, kind of like the Bronze Age, and then you were to explain like what an iPhone was, right? They wouldn't really know what you're talking about. So I think for something like that, it would be a bit harder. Because the problem is a lot of the stuff they just can't really comprehend. That's the entrance to the solar. Alright, oh, we have to teleport to Revenant's Toil. So it's like when you like, you know, if you play like a tabletop role-playing game and you have like the speak with animals stuff. Like you can, if you like are saying too complicated an idea to like, let's just say a squirrel, the squirrel's not going to know what you're talking about, right? Because it's too dumb. So. Because really, they can only really they can only really understand simple terms. Like her species is just barely sentient. All right. Oh yeah, we want to go to Revenant's Toil. Here we go. I guess he could. Maybe. I'm not sure. But, I mean, you have to, like, show him what the sky with falling looks like. Because you could, like, tell him that, like, you can, a lot of people can manipulate him for their own ends, right? Like you said, you could say, like, oh, if you told them I was like I own $80 billion, and they understood the concept of what $80 billion were, it's like, you know, your bank account just became a lot huger, right? But I would also think the other thing with, like, depending, like, I believe, like, their psionic capability is stronger when they're more dumb and weaker when they're more smarter. So, like, with a character like mine, who's probably about as intelligent as Anya, like, you probably wouldn't be able to do too much stuff that is crazy like that. But, you could do some stuff. But, it'd be a bit more limited. So, like, the smarter they are, I would imagine, like, that whole ability to believe things and then making them true becomes more and more weaker. Like, they can just do less and less stuff with it, the more knowledge they have. Whereas when they're really dumb, like, it's just extremely powerful. Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Oh yeah, see, that is something that could happen with even the dumb ones. So, like, let's just say like cows were in or the space gnomes were in like the Warhammer 40k universe, and then you have like the Black Templars. They like go on the planet just to exterminate them, basically. But like the little small creatures, the little space gnomes. They would like think, oh, these guys are really cool. They must be here to play with us. And then they are there to play with them. And then they'll never leave. And then they're just stuck there, right? So like if my character's like species was in the Warhammer 40k universe, I would imagine the Imperium would, like, the only way they'd be able to deal with little space gnomes, right? It's just they just quarantine that planet, right? And if anybody goes near them, doesn't matter if you're part of the Imperium or what, you go near them, like, you basically will get, like, they'll just kill, like, the Imperium will, like, oh, this person's going here. Let's quickly kill them. Like, the people that do know about the Space Gnomes, because they don't want, like, the Space Gnomes, one, leaving the planet, because of how dangerous that would be. And two, people would just get stuck there, right? And not only that, like, you could, like, let's just say, you know, it's like, like, the Imperium wouldn't want to risk, like, let's just say, like, you were, like, let's just say you had someone from the Imperium go to the planet. It's like, oh, this is Big E. He's alive. And you know how, like, he's pretty much on the throne, like, pretty much dead almost. And like, yeah, like, that could work. But if for whatever reason the little Space Gnome thought, no, he's dead. Right? And then that would just, like, destroy the Imperium, right? Because, like, they have to, like, keep Big E on that throne just to, like, have a lot of stuff function in the Imperium. Like, they have to feed it, like, psychers to just keep it going. So if, like, the little Space Gnome thought it was broken and wasn't convinced, well, that would pretty much dismantle the Imperium. Yeah, they could do that, or they could also just completely destroy the Imperium if they thought, like, oh no, this thing is clearly dead. Or this thing's broken, or whatever. I don't get it, what you're saying. So in theory, if they were in that universe, they could do that. I mean, I don't think they would be. It'd be cool if, they were, though. But I'm trying to get into Warhammer 40k. One of my friends gave me a bunch of audio books. And then I was, I think I was on Arch's channel, and I was just mentioning I was trying to... Yeah, they definitely don't fit the aesthetic. That's why they probably wouldn't be in there. They're too friendly. But, yeah, I remember someone was telling me, when I was watching Barch play, like, this, game where you, like, it's like Power Wash, but with stuff with Warhammer, apparently. And I think someone in there said it, if you wanted to get into the lore for Warhammer 40k, you, like, you read the codexes, or whatever, like, it's like the rule books, or whatever, for, like, the tabletop war game, or whatever, and that'd be a better way to get into it than watch lore stuff. Yeah, see, like, the Lalafell, or the Lalafell, Space Gnomes wouldn't really, like, do it on purpose, right? Because they probably don't even know how to get off their planet, right? Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. Ha, but I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you've been keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be a good place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Chow? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Is everything quite alright, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear that this is no time for leisurely tour, but no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return to any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Alright, speak with Totoro. Or Tataru. Where's she at? Oh, she's at Horizon. Okay. Let's go. But yeah, I'm hoping. I heard in like World of Warcraft, just a Jotaro. Oh, speaking of Jotaro, I need to go to a I gotta show you one of my outfits. Speaking of Jotaro, go to, where is it? Ah, it's here. So, let's show you this. That's my Jotaro glam, by the way. This is the Jotaro Joestar. And then here's Dio. And then this is Anya. I just have to change the hair color for it and also the hairstyle. This is Luigi. Tiny Patrick Bateman. Johnny Silverhand. This is Sao Sao, or Cow Cow, or however you want to pronounce it. It was a nickname one of my friends gave me. That was my little pimp outfit. Little, this outfit, what was it? Ricardo, Milos. Oh, that would be funny. And then this is Mary Poppins. This is the Leprechaun in the Hood outfit. This is, I think, Jack from Metal Gear Revengeance. This is just an outfit I like to go fishing in. And this is... Where's this? I gotta go to the other one. And this is Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid 3, I think. And again, for this one, I gotta change the hairstyle. And also change the hair color. But yeah, those are my glams. I have another one, but I only use that for, I mean, I would never do this, but, you know, if I had the ability to, like, change my character's race at will, I would use the other glam for that. Alright, let's get on our mount. Let's get on our Harambe, why not? Yeah, if I would imagine, like, the way my character's voice sounds, it'd probably be, like, Toad from, yeah, Big Boss. Yeah, that's who. Yeah, basically Small Boss. But, if I could picture, like, the way, like, my character's voice would sound like, picture, like, Toad from Super Mario. And that's what I kind of figure, Sao Sao's voice would sound like. She'd basically just sound like a Toad from Super Mario. Like, hello! Mario! Basically like that. It has a little gremlin voice, basically. Alright, a message from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands. While you were in Mordona, I wasn't privy to his conversation with the Ascendant, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Exile has summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Yeah, basically. Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the Ascendant if there's anything you can do. Alright. Let us go in. Alright, let's talk to Minfilia. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Chow. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, it's a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to one observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Mughals guard beyond such follies. Man, this boss, the primal we're gonna fight is actually pretty cool. This is actually a pretty memey boss too, so let's go. Suffice it to say, the disturbance warrants a full investigation. The present has been requested by Commander Huilux. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Chow. Yada and Paplamo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. But yeah, if I could ever get a voice changer, Leo, I'd want to get a voice changer that just makes me sound like Toad. If I ever get to the point where I can get like a VTuber model, I could be my very own VTuber. End up being a trap like my friend Gibbs, basically. Alright, oh yeah, we gotta go to the Adder's Nest. Go to New Gridania. Selling your liver? No, I need my liver. I already got enough health problems, Leo. I already got, like, what, type 1 diabetes, and then also I have gastroparesis. I don't want to sell my liver. Yeah, I don't want to get even more unhealthy. Like the whole thing, my friend Deeth was helping me out and giving me advice, but he said the fact that, you know, I'd spend like a week in the hospital at least once a month, and that has really been like screwing over my channel basically. Because like, as far as I know, with the channel name that I have, oh yeah, that's true. I probably could sell my hair. I wonder where I have to go to do that, though. But because I do have long hair at the moment, and I need to get a, I need to get a haircut, so might as well. I wonder how I could sell my hair. Maybe I could help someone that's bald. I forgot what I was saying, though, before that. Pleased to see you, always, Chow. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Oh, yeah, it was, normally helps, the Womans. I'd be willing to help the Womans. But, yeah, maybe that's something I can do. Thank you for the advice. Maybe I can look into it. I know one of my, the people at RCIA that I go to every Monday, they actually work at they're a hairdresser, so maybe I'll ask them. Not long ago, the Mughal Kupio Kop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seatseer. Yeah, you know, that seems like a good idea, Leo. Because, like, because I always grow out my hair, and then when it gets long, I just cut it again. That's actually a good idea. Maybe we can get the VTuber model thing faster that way, then. Because I'd like to get, like, a little VTuber model of my little character. And then hopefully we can make people see the on Twitter just like the Goomba does. You spoke of an immediate threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You provide an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kupio Kopp himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seeds here at the Lotus Stand. But yeah, because like one of the things I'm saving my money up for right now is a Steam Index VR headset. Because I'm hoping I can get that just because I'm really poor, right? Because I'm disabled. The only reason I can like stream every day is because I'm disabled, basically, I think. But hopefully we can get off disability eventually at some point. But I'm trying to save up for a the Steam Index, because I figured if I were to like play like a game like Skyrim, but like also wear like actual like armor and stuff, and have like clothes that like actually weigh a bit, and I could use that to like exercise, right? Or like play like a VR Dark Souls to exercise as well. But yeah, I mean maybe if I can just sell my hair all the time, I could probably end up getting that in the VTuber rig model a lot faster. I don't know how much hair sells for, but I'd be willing to get like a buzz cut, even though I look really dumb with a buzz cut. If that were the case. Usually the hairstyle I like to get is the Roman military haircut thing that, you know, you see in all the movies. Just pretty short to begin with. Usually I just do that. Right now my hair is about as long as my character in the game, though. Alright, where are we going? Gotta go to the Lotus Stand. Oh, they're in, they're down here still. Unnecessary shit. Grow as a content creator first. Maybe get buff in the way. Yeah, so maybe we can get the VTuber model first. Maybe that would be a smarter idea. If that's what you're saying. Yeah, because I only have about $300 that I can spend on things I want. Unfortunately, I can't really buy anything this month because of Lent. Because it's almost Easter, so, you know, with Lent, like, you're supposed to, like, kind of force yourself to do something you don't really want to, so, gotta do that, unfortunately. But yeah, once Lent is over, I'm pretty sure I'll get to 50 subs by the time I might even be a little bit over, but I wanted to make something, so I'm actually going to spend $100 on something to make, like, the special. Or at least try to. But I'll still have, like, $200 left to spend on other things, so. But yeah, I'll do what you said, maybe, and get the more important thing first, the VTuber model, than the VR headset. Because I don't even know if I'm going to play the VR headset that much anyways, right? But I mean, if we can grow the channel more, like, we can definitely get the VR headset quicker that way too. And also I can just sell my hair, so. Luckily I'm not going bald like my cousin. I think my cousin's like a little bit younger than me, and he's already bald because I'm like 30. I think my cousin's like a couple months. Yeah, because he's a couple months younger than me because he was born in January. But yeah, that would be cool. Diabetic because of genetics. See, I'm 6 feet tall, but I also weigh about like 118 pounds. I'm really skinny. And part of the problem, it doesn't help with the gastroparesis because, you know, just with like the constant vomiting. Like, if you don't know what gastroparesis is, it's basically like you have one of your nerves is damaged, and that nerve is responsible for helping your stomach digest food. So, like, I end up digesting food a lot slower, and then because of that, like, the food will stay in there for too long and like rot. So, like, you're constantly like vomiting. It's a very horrible disease. Like, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, because like, imagine the stomach flu, but it's like you have it forever. But yeah, like in 21 and 2022, I was like dealing with a massive chronic pain. And in 2023, it was a lot better. Though, like, instead of being in the hospital almost for like an entire month at a time, it's just been like once a month for like maybe a week. So, and that's how it is now. I mean, February last month was pretty bad. I spent half of February this year in the hospital. But, yeah. Yeah, gastroparesis really sucks. I have it. It's my own fault for getting it too, partially. But you know, I always hope it. Maybe there's a chance it'll go away. Because I mean, you have like stuff like the Neuralink that Elon Musk is making, and that would probably that could possibly help, because I know with the Neuralink, it can help, I think, with nerve damage, and because the nerve, where the nerve is located, that helps your stomach digest food is on your neck. It'd be around like your throat areas where that nerve is. I would imagine maybe the Neuralink could potentially help with that. And then not only that, the Neuralink can help me with a mental disability I have called being born an Italian, and maybe it will actually make me smart. So, be a lot more intelligent, have a lot better memory retention. But yeah, the Neuralink seems pretty cool, especially if it can like get rid of my gastroparesis. Alright. Right now, I'm just going through the dialogue very slowly, so in case anyone wants to read it in the future. That way I can just focus on responding to you, Leo. But yeah, thank you so much for the idea, Leo. I'm just trying to sell our hair. That'd be pretty good. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna ask my friend at RCIA how I would do that. Maybe he would know. Or I'll just look it up online at some point if he doesn't know. I should probably see him tomorrow when I go to Mass, so. Okay, yogurt, among other milk-like foods, have certain bacteria that will help your digestion. You can modify your diet with easily digestible food to overcome it. Yeah, you know, that's the weird thing, though. Yeah, because, like, food like that is a lot easier. Like, it's really hard for me to eat, like, chips and salsa now. But this is the really weird thing. Ever since 2023, and I remember the doctors being weirded out by this. Like, because I would eat, like, because I've because like in 2023, I was able to eat a lot of my favorite foods again, like like burritos, tacos, and like spaghetti and pizza and stuff, and like popcorn. Well, a lot of that stuff is horrible for you if you have gastroparesis, and will almost certainly cause you to vomit. The thing is I can eat a lot of that stuff no problem. So. But yeah, I'm really thankful for that, so. But yeah, I remember when it first came back, because technically I got diagnosed with it, I think around, I think it was either 2017 or 2018, but then, like, it was weird, because, I remember there was, like, this, I think it was, like, either a priest or maybe even a bishop, like, they prayed over me or whatever, and then, like, after a month after leaving the hospital when I got diagnosed with it first, it was, like, gone for 2 or 3 years, and it only came back in 2021. But, then recently now it's a lot better. So, it was really weird. Because it's like an uncurable disease. Granted, it could have just been, like, I got remission, but, like, I got diagnosed with it and then got remission fairly quickly, so I don't know what was going on. It was really weird. Yeah, so gastroparesis is an uncurable disease. I think sometimes you have remission for it, but it only lasts about 2 years. The thing is I'm pretty sure I had, if it was remission, it would have been for 3 years. And that's the weird thing, because when I ended up going to the parish I go to, so they ended up starting to pray for me around, I think in November of 2022. And then once 2023 started, my health improved immensely. So, I don't know. That's why I started to think, maybe there's a thing to this Catholic thing, you know? Maybe I should go there. Give it a try, so. Even if it's just, it was nothing to it. I mean, I'm having fun going to it, so. Because it was like every time like a Catholic prayed for me, I'd end up getting better, so. VTuber drug lord. Imagine. Well, I mean, the whole thing I want to do, if I get to the point where, you know, I can be partnered with YouTube and stuff, like I think it'd be really cool just to like help out, like bankroll my parish. I know there's a lot of charities that the church has as well. And then not only that, I want to help my friend Kibbs make his video game that he's making as well. Because he's been developing it for a long time, and I'd love to be able to help him more with it. So. It would also be cool to, like, actually invest in stuff, too, and be secure and stuff. But the chances of that happening are very slim. But, I mean, I'm having fun doing the whole streaming stuff, and it makes me feel less depressed, because at least I'm doing something productive, right? So. And the fact that, you know, you might have someone that, you know, even if it's like a small group of people that enjoys watching what I'm doing, you know, it always feels good. Because I remember when I was playing Enderall, I'm pretty sure it was like mainly just one person that was watching it, and they would comment on the videos, and it meant the world to me that someone was enjoying it, you know? So. Yeah, hopefully soon we get through all this dialogue. There we can go fight a boss. But yeah, you know, one of the things I was thinking of doing is I have like a. When are you selling meth? Probably never. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't, you know, maybe if my friend Bucky wanted me to, just because he's a Fed, and then that way I could get like some kind of diplomatic immunity. You know, maybe then. But I don't think I'd want to sell drugs. Really, if I were to sell drugs, I'd probably only like deal with marijuana, right? Because I don't really think it's too bad. But it's when you get to the hardcore stuff, I think that ends up ruining your life. But I mean, meth and like, you know, I think like meth is like the white people's version of like crack, right? Although I do find it fun to like, play games where like you play as like, if you have the ability to be like a drug lord, that would be kind of fun. Oh, meth isn't like meth is like the white version people of like crack, right? Or like I forget what the black version is called, because I know like it's different names, right? Like I think like cocaine is technically different than crack, right? And then you have like meth, but it's very similar. But, oh yeah, I gotta show you something in my inventory. So in Final Fantasy 14, let me see if I can find it. Let me mouse over the item. So you can buy Coke. The funny thing is, Coke really sells well on the market board. So you can, in Final Fantasy 14, you kind of can be a drug lord. Ugh, I'm just burping. But, yeah, I mean, you can, if you don't want to do, like, crafting and gathering in Final Fantasy 14, just, like, collect Coke and sell it. Yeah, I think drugs are meant for rich people, though. Only rich people can afford drugs. It's only a hobby that the elite can get into. Just like Warhammer 40k. At least the tabletop Warhammer stuff. For the war game. Alright, looks like whoever we gotta talk to is in here. Yeah, but what I mean is it's expensive. But yeah, one of my best friends, though, like, cause I don't know, cause one of my best friends died. I think he died. I think I mentioned this before in an earlier stream, but I'm pretty sure he died of a fentanyl overdose. And one of the things I was wondering, I was like, well, if I was making those drugs and I didn't put fentanyl in it, I wonder if, like, if I just, you know, he bought it from me, if he'd still be alive at the very least, you know? But, I'm pretty sure where I live, they won't let me do that, so. They won't let me grow weed, unfortunately. I'll get in trouble. They won't even let me have pets, which is dumb. Can't even have a cat or anything, or a doggo. Which is why I really want to move to, like, a different mobile home park. Move to a different shoebox to live in. You have selected Regicide. Okay. We woke up and we chose violence. Yeah, that'd be funny. You want to know one of the funny things I figured out recently? So, you know, like, because I'm Italian, right? So, or mostly Italian. I also look Italian as well. But, I was watching the Internet Historian, and they're like talking about like the history of like drinking, right? And so when Italians do cheers, they say like chin chin. But he was saying that the Japanese find this funny, because chin chin in Japanese like means penis. Which I think is really, really funny. So you do your cheers in Italian while like you're in Japan, and then like everyone in Japan's like, wait, why are you saying penis before drinking? It's like, I love chin chin. Like, wait, what? Bento Oreo just got weirder. Is that an anime? Alright, speak to Cupo Cop. Okay. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Let's just take an 8th right there. There you go. Okay. JoJo Part 6 with Gurano. And half vampire. Oh, that's funny. Oh, so that, yeah, I remember that. That's Dio's son, right? Oh man, I love Dio as a character. Dio's just such a beautiful human being. So magnificent. Oh, there we go. I go to the Lancers Guild. Oh yeah, I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I still need to get through Stardust Crusaders. I really love Battle Tendency. I don't know, I really like the Hammond stuff more than the stands, to be honest. I think the Hammond's more cooler. All my friends use Hammond and all that. Yeah, he's just beyond beauty, right? He's so beautiful that he's no longer human. Like, he's become so beautiful that it would be wrong to, like, be with him, right? Alright. Where's it having us go now? Okay, Hawthorne Hut. Let's go there. Oh yeah, but this is probably why his mom's probably dead. Because she was just struck down by God with like lightning or whatever. Right after he was born. The right spot? Alright. Oh, here are the Moogles. There we go. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know you were planning it, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us, by consorting with this Lalafell? Imperials, Gordanian sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Cupo. Traitor to his kinsmoogles. He plots treason against the crown. Enough, Cupo. Cop will answer for his crime soon enough, as will all who defy the will of the good King Moogle Mog the 12th. May he reign forevermore, Cupo. Oh, gotcha. See, I haven't watched that season yet. So all the stuff with that character I don't know yet, because I'm still trying to get through. I still haven't watched all of Stardust Crusaders. So, yeah, I still got to get through that. It's been so long since I watched Stardust Crusaders, though. I'm going to rewatch it from the start, because I think the last episode I was on with Stardust Crusaders was the one where they're on the ship, but it was like, it was weird. Like, there was like a monkey or whatever on it, right? It would like use a stand. I think that was the last episode I watched. No, there goes my thing. It's beeping. I don't know why it's beeping. I didn't eat anything. Let's take some insulin real quick. There we go. Yeah, something like that. I know they have like all the tarot card things, right? Oh, what's going on? Is he following me? I have to escort him. Well, you're telling me I have to walk? After a while, no, you just get used to it, right? So, like, my niece recently got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And, like, she would always cry when she got it. And I was, like, telling, my mom and my stepbrother, it's like, look, you just need to force her to take it, right? Because the more she, ends up getting injected with a needle, the less painful it's gonna be. And stuff, so. But, like, cause when I'm in the hospital, like, they'll try and, like, they'll stick a needle in me to get, like, give me IV. But, like, a lot of the times I have trouble with it, because I'll be, like, I'll be extremely dehydrated and stuff. And, they'll be trying to, they'll be, like, putting that needle and, like, moving it around to where I think it'd be extremely painful for most people. For me, it's just, it doesn't really hurt too bad. I have gotten pretty used to needles. Like, I would be a professional heroin addict, heroin user if, that was something I did. But it hurts at first, but, later it doesn't. But I would just tell, if you know someone that has diabetes and they're not taking care of it, just, tell them about, like, gastroparesis and, like, do you want to have, like, a never-ending stomach flu and be sick all the time? If not, take care of your diabetes. Because, after I ended up getting it, I've been taking care of my diabetes a lot more, but, sadly, I'm probably going to have this for my entire life now, so. else attacking us? Oh, there is. Alrighty. I think this will be the instance that we have to go into. I think after we fight this guy, we'll end it. Alright, barrier threshold. So we got to attune to it. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came. Alright. We can do the hard version? Okay. Alright. Well, I am going to show you, Leo. I want to show you something. I'm going to show you... So, like, Final Fantasy 14... I don't know if you would be into this, but it has, like, housing in the game. Granted, it's a little bit difficult to get a house because there's only so many houses that you can get, because there's a limited amount. But this is, like, my private estate. So you can have, like, an FC house for, like, your guild, and then you can have a one for yourself as well. But I'll show you the inside. But we have the first floor, which is like a little pizzeria. We have like some pizza, some you know, buffalo wings on there on the 2 tables. Then you have like the counter, right? And some like, you know, bread over here. Then we got like a little arcade game here that you can play. Can't play it right now because we're in New Game Plus. And then we have the bottom floor, and this is like where my character would live. We have, like, you know, a little streaming area with our double monitors. We have the bathroom. And then, we have here as well. And then I'll show you my, my free company. No, gastroparesis is not curable. And that's what I was saying. I think the Neuralink could probably cure it, sort of, with the way the Neuralink that Elon Musk is making works. Because it's able to help people that are paralyzed walk again, right? And I think that's due to, like, stuff like with nerve damage, so... I know the reason I have gastroparesis is nerve damage as well, and it's... The nerve is located in your neck, so... But yeah. This is the outside of the FC house. It's like a giant gingerbread house of some kind. There's like sweets over here. You know, it's just something that will makes anybody have diabetes. Yeah, I don't think necessarily the Neuralink by itself is bad. It depends on if it's abused, right? Because, for example, I think things like AI could be a great benefit to humans. But, like, everything can be abused, right? I would only be concerned about the Neuralink if, you know, like, oh, you need the Neuralink, and if you don't have it, then you can't, like, buy things or whatever, right? Like, in order to interact in society, you have to have a Neuralink. Like, I wouldn't get one if that was the case, but if it's just, like, something that helps someone who's sick, I would be okay with getting it. But, this is the, first floor, and it's supposed to be, like, a ice cream place. But, you have, like, you know, some McFlurries on the table here, and some weird pudding. maybe some boba tea and stuff. But then, because, you know, because I'm Italian, right? All we're good at is crime. So you go in here, and it turns into a speakeasy. The ice cream shop at the fronts, in the top floor is just a front, right? But then we have like a little bar here, right? And then we have like a place for, you know, the mob to order their food here. And then you have like a little place where you could have like people play instruments here. A pool table. And then there's also a secret room. I have no idea what causes. You'll have to forgive me on the Streamlabs, and even if I were to look on YouTube, there's a little heart in the bottom right corner of the chat. So that last thing you said at the end of your sentence, I can't really see. If you just put like a dot or something to where that what you said moves up, I should be able to see what you said, the last thing you said in that sentence. But there's also a secret room in here. Just doze. I don't. So my friend helped me decorate the FC. My friend Zatsu, and he made this secret room. Now this room shouldn't exist. This room exists in the void. But you have like a little like theater, you know, you can do events with. Yeah, that would be I mean, they have to test it out, right? They have to get it to work. So like if the Neuralink is like a Venom symbiote, if you don't pair it with it correctly, you could just outright die. Yeah, I didn't know that. I guess I'd have to wait to see, you know, to where it works better, maybe. But I mean, they have a long time to develop it, I would imagine. Hopefully, it ends up being something that can help people, you know? I do trust Elon Musk with it. I just don't trust, like, if the government were to get involved with it, then I don't trust it, right? Although, sometimes Elon Musk does weird things, too, so... Alright, let's queue up for the dungeon. So, Duty Finder... Trial, Realm Reborn, and we want to do, what is it? Thorn March Hard. Ah, just any government, right? I mean, you shouldn't trust the government to begin with, right? I mean, both sides are gonna screw you over somehow. Alright, now we just gotta wait for the queue to pop. It should only take about 5 minutes. I'm gonna see if my friends are on. Let's see. Oh, Mark's on. Wonder what he's doing. But yeah, we'll end up killing Keen Moogle and then we'll just end it there. Oh yeah, that'd be the danger, right? Well, I remember stuff similar happening in the Ghost in the Shell anime, right? Like you can just hack someone and then cause them to have like go like on a killing spree. But I mean, if you're not like sick constantly, I wouldn't recommend getting, you know, your brain chipped. But if like, you know, if you're like blind or, you know, you have what I have or you're paralyzed, I mean, I do think it might be worth it. You know, if it could get rid of stuff like that, I think it might be worth it. I think if you're, you know, you're not suffering from anything, probably not. Because the only reason I'm interested in the Neuralink is just so I, you know, don't feel miserable, right? Yeah, I don't like it either. Like one of the things that bothers me is like, you know, I'd have people say to me, oh, you know, there's nothing wrong with being disabled, right? You know, maybe this is just what you're meant to do. And it's like, no, I wanna work like everybody else, and I'm gonna find something I can do, right? Because, you know, I mean, just for example, you know that, you know on the bottom left corner of the screen where I have the two little fishes? You see the second one in the thing that looks like a leper guy? I ended up basing that off of King Baldwin IV. And that dude had leprosy and stuff, and he was like a warrior king at the same time. Like, he fought in the Crusades and stuff. You know, if you know, and I'm pretty sure he would qualify for being disabled, but, you know, he didn't let his leprosy stop him, you know? But, you know, like, I hate it when people tell me, like, oh, you know, maybe it's okay for you to be disabled, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, no, I wanna do what everyone else is able to do, so. Alright, let's, kill this boss. Was he a goat? I don't know. I just know he was, King Baldwin IV. He was around in, like, oh yeah, Kingdom of Heaven, right? Yeah, I thought he was really good in that movie. I didn't really like the Kingdom of Heaven movie. There was parts of it that I thought were cringe, but I thought the parts with King Baldwin IV were pretty good. But yeah, you know, if King Baldwin can go around, you know, the Middle East during the Crusades and be swinging a sword and be fighting people while being in extreme pain, you know, I can at least play video games for 2 to 3 hours every day and stream it, right? So. He wasn't able to produce offspring, but his sister was. No, he wasn't with his sister. I don't think King Baldwin ever married anyone, but his sister did, and his sister's first husband died. But I'm pretty sure her second husband was still alive afterwards. You know, honestly, I'm really surprised King Baldwin hasn't been deified as a saint. Just because of all the stuff he's done. But no, King Baldwin wasn't banging his sister. Oh, no. No, I'm pretty sure her second husband wasn't her brother. No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't her brother. I would have to double check. Because I know, it was like her first husband was like some duke or maybe like a count of some kind. And then I think her second husband was, like maybe a knight or something. Well, yeah, but like you're not in the Catholic Church, you're not allowed to marry your siblings either. So they wouldn't let, you know, I'm pretty sure he didn't do that. And plus he was like, you know, the king of Jerusalem. I mean, the church would have had a big problem with that. But yeah, the reason why he couldn't have kids, I don't even think he was capable of producing kids because, you know, it was leprosy. And not only that, like, if you were to, you know, try and have kids with someone that had leprosy, I mean, you'd get probably leprosy yourself. Yeah, exactly. Because basically they're related, right? So, you know, technically her children could inherit. So, yeah. But they're just trying to keep, you know, their dynasty alive, right? And that was really the only way they could was through his sister. Because King Baldwin couldn't have kids. I think he, like, died at, like, age maybe 24 or something. There we go. Let's agreed on those. I will give them the commendation. But yeah, I really look up to King Baldwin the Fourth. Alright, let's go through the cutscene. You did it, Cupo. You did it. Good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogle's guard when you did. Thank you, Chow. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Pukni Pak that the king is no more. Kupo, she's with Ryo at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. Alright. Now, where am I? Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to teleport to my character's house, and then we'll, end it there, I guess. Hold on, let me teleport there. But yeah, thank you for, tuning in, Leo. It was fun talking to you about stuff. I'm going to teleport here. Yeah, it's cool to talk about with someone the whole kind of like lore behind the character and stuff as well. So yeah, it was fun talking to you, Leo. I hope you stick around and stuff. So it was fun hanging out with you today. Anyways, I will see you guys all later. Goodbye.